Abil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just inform the coordinators ask them to join, and please check that person, resource person. You remember
Okay,
that
sir.
name? Okay, you remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that one. Check.
Okay, sir.
Kirtana. Hello.
హలో
స్టార్ట్ అవుతా ఉంది. వస్తున్నారు.
నాకే హోస్ట్ ఇచ్చి
లేదు, అక్కడ వీళ్ళు వచ్చినారు. ఎవరు? శంకర్ సార్ వచ్చినారు. శంకర్ సార్ వచ్చినారు. నడుస్తుంది, ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. చూస్తుండే అక్కడే నేను అక్కడ చూస్తున్నాను. అట్లా ఏమన్నా ఎక్కడైనా ప్రాబ్లం వస్తే అక్కడ పోయి చూసి వస్తాను ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఉందని. స్మూత్ గా కండక్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు.
సరే ఓకే.
కీర్తన
Good evening to all. Kirtana, Maheshwari madam, Dr. Maheshwari madam, welcome madam.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah, you are audible, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, good evening to one and all. Kirtana, shall we start, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Maheshwari madam?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yeah. Kirtana, you can start.
Yes. Very good evening to one and all present here. I will welcome all of you to the 5th annual series of National Conference CHILUME 2022. CHILUME 2022, the 5th edition of annual series of National Conference, persists to be the premium event for Faculty of Engineering and Technology, JAIN Deemed to be University. This conference is a platform for bringing together young scientists, leading academicians, budding research scholars, and industry professionals to share their research experiences as well as to exchange their ideas in interdisciplinary domains. This year, the conference will be organized in the following themes: recent advances in AI, cybersecurity, computing and data science, innovations and sustainable development in civil engineering, intelligent communication and control, current developments in aerospace engineering, futuristic approach in applied chemistry and food processing, current trends in material science, design and sustainable energy, recent trends in information technology and mathematics, current development in library science, economics, and other social sciences. Department of Computer Science Engineering presents recent advances in AI, cybersecurity, computing, and data science. So about the Department of Computer Science, the Department of Computer Science and Engineering is continuous learning and research by nurturing innovation and a state-of-art of learning environment to meet the global challenges. The department is keep abreast itself of global achievements. It has well qualified experienced and committed faculty members with a mixture of both academician and industry to provide quality industry education to the students. Faculty members are contributing to make department vibrant, and they are striving hard to achieve excellence in the areas of academics, research through continuous upgradation and actively involving in research activities, publishing papers in peer-reviewed international, national conferences and journals. About the conference organized by Computer Science and Engineering, the National Conference of Recent Advances in AI, Cybersecurity, Computing and Data Science provides a platform for students and researchers to share their knowledge in common platform in various domains of computer science and engineering, and also bring together the finest research ideas by research scholars, academicians, industry professionals across the country. The national conferences cultivates an environment where students, academicians, and research scholars collaborate to promote their scientific knowledge, engineering skills, and leadership in recent research domains. The accepted paper presented in the conference will be published in the conference proceedings with an ISBN. I would now request Jayanti ma'am to welcome the guest of today.
Yeah. So, conference webinar. Our CHILUME is the 5th edition of annual series of national conferences conducted by JAIN University. This year, we are conducting online and 8 parallel conferences from 16 different departments together. And today, we scheduled a plenary session with our special guest from VIT University, Chennai campus. Madam has accepted our request to present her concepts and research views in short notice itself. So we like to invite our chief guest, Dr.Maheswari Madam, Associate Professor, VIT University, Chennai campus. And at this moment, we like to thank the higher authorities, our director, sir, chancellor, sir, registrar, sir, and our chairman, sir, Dr. Rodson, sir, everyone who provided us the platform to share our research ideas and views. And through the continuous encouragement by our director, sir, and our research dean, Shastri, sir, we can able to proceed to this level. And without further delay, I like to introduce our chief guest, Dr. R. Maheswari Madam. Madam is currently working as Associate Professor in School of Computer Science and Engineering, VIT Chennai campus. She obtained her bachelor's degree in engineering, computer science and engineering from Government College of Engineering, Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu. And she did her master's in engineering from College of Government, Anna University campus, College of Engineering, Guindy, Anna University. She has completed her PhD in computer science and engineering from VIT University, Vellore. She has professional experience of more than 20 years working in industry and in various prestigious institutions. She has published more than 6 patents in her research area, and she has received many awards like Outstanding 4C Contributor Award, that is free and open source softwares for education, such as ESIM and SCI Lab. For her contribution, she got the award from IIT Bombay, MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. She received Best Faculty Award, Best Achiever Award, Best Researcher Award, and Best Alumni Chapter Award, Best Paper and Excellent Paper Awards from VIT University and other esteemed organizations. She received Best Club Coordinator Award from VIT Vellore campus. She has published more than 50 research works in various leading international journals and book chapters, international and peer-reviewed journals. She actively coordinated institution accreditation activities like ABERT, NBA, ISO certification, NCAA, and NAC. And she has created her own footprint in contributing her work in 4C, that is free and open source software for education, such as ESIM, Science Labs. And she has successfully completed various consultancy projects, works like exhibition hall proposal at Gujarat Institute of Disaster Management in collaboration with NID, that is National Institute of Design, Gujarat. She contributed to Microsoft internship projects, and currently she is pursuing her consultancy work with Fudbone Technologies. She visited various countries, Hong Kong, Singapore, Asia, etc., for research contributions as well as to giving keynote address. She acted as a resource person, panel member, chief guest, and PhD evaluation panel member for Anna University and guest of honor, and she has given plenary session talks in various institutions. Madam has national and international institutions. She worked as a trainer as part of training and seminars, workshops, conferences. She has been active reviewer in various international journals and conferences. Her teaching and research experience covers a wide range of subject areas, including embedded systems, processor level architectures, high performance computing, reconfigurable computing, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, machine learning, and etc. It gives me a great pleasure, and I am happy to invite Dr. R. Maheswari. She is my colleague as well as she is my first research scholar from VIT University when I was working in VIT during 2011 to 15. And we are happy to have you, madam, and thank you for accepting our invitation and giving the presentation. Madam, Dr. Maheswari, madam, over to you.
Thank you so much, madam. I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your warm welcome. I'm very happy and delighted to get in touch with my first and the foremost guide, Dr. JAIN Deemed. So we'll start with our presentation today. So our topic of the day is data analytics and machine learning through a Knime analytic platform. It is a zero coding analytic tool. So we are not going to write not even a single line of code. We are going to make everything in a drag and place. And we are going to ensure this data analytics and machine learning will be kept in place as per the requirement. So this is a glimpse of my presentation. We'll start with Knime analytic platform installation, and then we will go with the sample flow. We'll take the database from the Knime itself, sales data analytics, and we'll do some data manipulation. And we will have some machine learning topics of supervised learning with decision tree and unsupervised learning with clustering. To start with this Knime analytic platform, you can go with the surfing like www.knime.com. This Knime analytic platform is a free and open source. It is being created for data science, and this particular software helps in understanding and predicting our new features as well. So we can surf this. You can surf this page. I'll just share it in the chat box. happens? Chat box is enabled for me. I need to stop and share it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we can
Yes,
stop
yes,
and
ma'am. Is my chat is visible?
no, madam, chat is not visible. Your PPT is
Then
Ma'am, no, ma'am, we've received it in the chat. The
Okay,
link,
thank
we've received it in the chat, ma'am. Thank you.
yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement, ma'am. Thank you. So in this particular website, you can surf and you can land on this website. So this is a place where we are going to completely download this particular Knime analytic platform. So there was a download option available. So it will hardly take less than 5 minutes to install the software. So there was a download option available in the right corner. You can click this option, the right corner. Then it will ask you to read the conditions. So you can accept this, read and accept this privacy conditions. Then you can click this next download 9. So in that, there are 3 flavors will be available with respect to Windows itself. The first and the recommended version is the first version. This version you just selected because this will give you the desktop icon as well in the as a secondary option. That is an additional option. So we can go with this first option. Can I get an acknowledgement that whether you have landed on this page? Just an S or N for no? Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. So 20 BIT. I don't know the name. Kindly, thank you so much. Yes, thank you, Kitna, as well. Yes, thank you. So you can, thank you, Savan, Professor. Yes, thank you, ma'am. So you can land on this and you can click this. So this is the downloadable executable file. So I think most of us will be using Windows platform. So you can use this. If you're using the Linux or Mac OS, then the appropriate link, you can download it and we can start the process. So if you want, I can migrate this page as well. So this is the page. I think everyone would have land on it. So this is the download page. You just give your details, your email ID, your company, your college name, the organization name, then first name, last name, and then you just click here and then click download. Since I'm already done with this download, I'm not going to click the download again. Okay, so now you can click this red acceptance and then you can click download option. So you will land on this, all done. You can start building your first flow here. Okay, so now it will get downloaded in your downloadable folders. So you can locate this in your downloadable folder. You can open your downloads and then you can double click it. Usual process. So you just accept this agreement and click next. This tool will be very interesting tool. So I'll suggest my learners to progress along with me so that you will have enough learning and you will get most benefit out of it. So you just click this, accept the agreement, then click next. Then if you want to change the destination folder, you can change it. Else you can go with the default destination folder as your, this folder, I kept it as a program files. Then click next. Then you can skip this. So this will give you the name of the folder. So now you just ensure that create your desktop shortcut is available. Okay, this is very important because it will be easy for us to invoke the Knime platform for every access. So you just ensure this option, create a desktop shortcut, is being enabled. So create desktop shortcut is enabled here now. Then click next. Then the memory settings, it will ask you with the default settings. You can go with the default settings of 4096 itself. Then click next. Then we have reached. So we have will be clicking this install options, ready to install, click the install. Then the progress of Knime installation will appear. So I'll just go through. It's very simple process. You are supposed to log in, serve the page which has been shared in the chat box, knime.com. Then you have to give your details. Then you have to click this download option. You have to go with the first option as a primary option. You can click it to get it downloaded. So it will be available in your download folder. Then you double click it. So no much configuration, simple integration steps only. It gives you accept the agreement, and then this default setup, you don't need to change anything. And only in this place you should ensure that this create desktop shortcut is made available. So you ensure this is create the first option, create a desktop shortcut is made available. Rest will be automatically enabled. That's it. You just proceed it, click next, then you will get installed. So you will get this progress of Knime here. Then you will get the completion of Knime installation. So I'll be happy to see any acknowledgement. Finished installation, super. Thank you so much for your response. So I got a direct message as finished installation. Thank you so much. Mr. Srinivasan, thank you. Anyone else could acknowledge me that whether you have completed this installation so that I can start the process? One or two? Yes, thank you, Mr. Surendra. Thank you so much. So we'll start. Yes, thank you, Kitna. Thank you so much. So next we'll start with this. This is the GUI, the graphical user interface of this Knime. Okay. So very important place where we are going to work with this. We have few verticals of this. We can see this is the Explorer part, like our normal Windows Explorer. All the files which is being created will be stored here. It is our normal Explorer which help us to locate our files. Okay. And very important and interesting one is your workflow coach. Okay. As the name indicates, coach, it will help us to guide something. It will guide us to do something. Okay. It will provide some suggestion. If I'm using one node and if I'm unaware that what might be the second node or the future node, then this work coach will give you some recommendation. That's what it got the name workflow coach. For every node, it will give some recommendation. So we can take it forward or we can skip it. Okay, it's an optional one, but it will keep on giving the guidance. Like coach will give the guidance, right? Like that, this workflow coach will keep on guidance. For every node, we use it. And very, very important part of this particular Knime platform is node repository. This is a very important place where all the nodes required to build this application will be kept it here. Repository, as the name indicates, repository is a collection of places. Okay? So node repository is a collection of nodes here. So we are going to retrieve all the nodes from this node repository. Okay, so we have an important node called node repository, and we have an interesting place called, this is the editor place where we are going to create the flow. So this is the editor flow, workflow editor. The name is workflow editor. As the name indicates, it is an editor. This is the place where we are going to work with it. Okay, this is a workflow editor. And we have a Knime hub. So this will be like testimonials or benchmark. Okay, so the researchers, they would have done some research work with various nodes and they will repository it like GitHub. In the GitHub, the experience or the expertise, they will push the code, right? Similarly, the Knime hub, all the expertise will push all their nodes applications, and we can download it and we can use it for our purpose. And this is a normal description node which gives the description of every node. And this is a monitor place where the complete details of the node could be seen. Whether the node is executed or if it has to be configured or if it has any error. Okay? all the status of the nodes, particular node could be monitored. Am I clear till this? Can I get any S or N from the audience, from my dear audience? I'm happy to get any S or N. If it is N, I'll repeat it again. If it is S, I can take it forward. Thank you so much, Mr. Shravan. Thank you, Kitna. Thank you. Thank you. So thank you for your response. Thank you, Avinash. Thank you. So these are the various floats we are going to hold it. Okay, so just for your understanding, I'll just recollect. We had Explorer. It is like a normal Windows Explorer. All your files will be loaded there. Okay, and you can check your files which has been loaded. Then we have, this is Explorer. Then we have Coach, Workflow Coach. This is like a suggestion panel where it will give the information to us. And the third is very important point, that is the node repository. Okay, so we had a node repository. That is a place where all the nodes will be there. We will take it forward. Then we have seen an editor place where we will be creating our own flow. That is an editor. And the fifth place we have seen it as a hub. So hub is the place where it is like a GitHub. The experienced people or expertise, they will write the code and they will write the design, create the design and put it. We can use it. And we have a descriptor. And finally, we have a monitor to track our outcomes. Okay, so this is all the various GUI platform. So to start with, again, I can share this. I can share this link. So this will give you our data set. Okay, so can I get an acknowledgement whether you could see this in the chat? Started guide. Yes, thank you, Mr. Surender. Thank you so much. So we will go with this. This is the we have supposed to just land on this page. Okay, getting started guide. In this, we are going to download the CSV file. So in step 1 of 6, you could see a download the CSV file. Okay, so first you try to download the CSV file. For your understanding, let me do parallel together. I'm just pasting this guide. So you will be landing on this page. You just scroll down again, just scroll down. Then you could see in step 1, download the folder. So you just click this and download the CSV file. Everyone got your CSV? Thank you so much, Mr. Avinash. You received your, I think you could download the CSV file. So sales.csv file is being downloaded for our analysis now. Okay. So can I get an yes or no, whether it could receive this sales file? Yes, thank you. Fine. So we are done with downloading the CSV file. Okay. So we have installed the Knime now. So Knime is with us. It is ready for processing. Then we have a data set also in our hand. Okay. Now it's time for us how to module with this, how to do processing with this data set. I have a tool, I have a data. Now I want to process it. Okay, so this is the first 6 steps we are going to build for to construct a flow for the first flow. First one is we download the data. So we have downloaded the data and we are going to create a new flow. I'll teach you how to design this new flow. Okay, we are to create the new flow. First step is we are going to drag and place your CSV file. And we are going to include some nodes like column filter node and row filter node as a part of data pre-processing or data cleansing or data wrangling, all these things. For data pre-processing, we are going to use this column filter and the row filter. And data visualization, we are going to use these 2 charts like stacked area chart and pie or donut chart to visualize it. Your exploratory data could be seen here. Okay, so we are going to see this output as a visualization. That's it. Very, very simple. Okay. To start with, it's very important to understand the characteristics of every node. Every node will have the same characteristics. Okay? Every node will have the name on the top of the node. Okay? And at the bottom, there were 3 traffic light signals will be there. Red, yellow, and green. 3 signals will be like a normal traffic light. It has 3 status. Okay, node status. We have 3 color traffic light panels like this. Okay. So if it is red color, if the node is red color, it says that it is not configured. It is not configured. So it is waiting for configuration. We are supposed to configure it. If it is a red signal in the first light, it is says that the node is not being configured. So we are supposed to configure it. If it is configured, then from red color, it will migrate to yellow color. So yellow color signifies the node is being configured and ready for execution. Okay, it is like normal yellow light. When yellow light comes, it says that get ready for go, right? Okay, similarly, we have a yellow signal here. It says configuration and ready for execution. And green line says that it is being executed. That node is completely executed. Okay, the node has been executed successfully, and you can see the output. It's ready for showing the output. And the last is error node. Okay, it is middle. In the middle, we have a cross red. Whenever you have an error, we have to rectify it and we have to take it forward. Okay, the beauty of the node readers, the Knime platform is it will not allow to process if the error is not cleared. Okay, so we have 3 important colors, and then the 4th color is the error color. Okay, so the first one is, just to recap it, the first one is not configured, red color, and next followed by configured, yellow color, and the next one is green color, executed, and when there is error, it is a red in the middle. Okay, so this is the complete workflow. You would have, if you double click your Knime platform, you would have seen it. Can anyone acknowledge me that whether you could open this Knime platform? Whether this platform is with you now? Can I get an S or N? Whether you could see this. Thank you so much. Thank you. I got some direct messages from my dear participants. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fine. So this is the workflow now. This is the place where we are going to work with it. So as I discussed, this is the Explorer place. This is the Explorer, and this is the work coach, and this is the node repository. And we have an editor window here. We have your description and hub here, and we have a monitor window here. Fine. So we will start with you can click on below the file. There is an icon like new creation icon. So you can click this, and there was an option like new Knime workflow option. You can click this and you can start the process. So you can click this icon and you can click this Knime workflow. So then you could get this. Then you could, you will land on this page. You will land on this page. So there you can create the name. Okay, then click finish. Okay, so we will get this platform. We will get this an empty platform like this. I will just go over this demonstration as well parallelly for your better understanding. So to start with, I'm clicking this. I'm just clicking new Knime workflow. I'll click this. Let me give the name as pre-conference. I'll just give pre-conf, then give finish. Okay, a new flow is being created. Am I with you till now? Can I get any S, one S or one I to proceed further? Everyone, at least few of you with me till this? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you, Surender, Mr. Sharman. Thank you so much. So now our tool is ready. Okay, so we are going to process it. So side by side, I will toggle between the presentation and I'll go with the tool so that you will have a better learning. Okay, so now this is the first flow which we are going to create. Okay, we are going to drag and place the sales data set, and we are going to include a column filter followed by the row filter. Then we are going to use this chart for visualization. Okay, the charts are the stacked area chart, and we are going to use this pie chart as well. Okay, so these two will be the part of displaying the output. Okay, data visualization output, and this is the part of pre-processing, data pre-processing, cleansing or data wrangling, whatever terminology we can give, we can use it here. Column filter and row filter will be the part of data pre-processing. Okay, and this is our data set. So this is the first flow where we are not going to do any machine learning analytics. We are going to just perform some pre-processing of the data analytics, and we are going to visualize the output. Okay. To start with, you just minimize and keep your data set ready. So I have a sales data set here. You drag and place the data set here. That's it. You just drag it and place it here. So automatically this will be ported. I'll just give a demonstration. So I'm having my downloads in my download folders. I have the sales data set. You just minimize it as comfortable for you. You see, I'm just dragging it and placing it here. I have not done anything. I'll just repeat. I'll delete it now. I'm having a folder in the folder. I'm having sales data set. You drag the sales data set and place it in the flow. So now whatever I have shown the data set, Excel sheet of sales data set, the product, country, date, quantity, amount, card, customer ID will also be seen in this panel. So whatever data you have you have been listed here. Okay, so that's all. Now you click give OK. Once you click OK, you could see an yellow color in the middle. Can anyone tell me what is the significance of having yellow color in the middle light? Yellow color, not configured. You put not configured N, configured C, and executed E. For easy understanding, you just give me any of these three. C, configured. Great, Mr. Sundar. Surrender. So C is your configured. We have been configured. Now it is ready for execution. Okay. So yellow color signifies it being configured and it is ready for execution. Our next node is your column filter node. Okay. Now it's very interesting. Please listen. We have the node repository. You go to this node repository, search for COLUMN, column space filter, FILTER, column filter. You search for column filter. Okay. So we'll get a column filter node. You can get a column filter node. You just drag this node and place it here. That's it. You just drag the node and place it here. I'll just repeat it again. You drag this column filter node and place it here. That's all. We brought column filter node in our flow. So what does this red signifies here? What does this red signifies here? Make it fast. Not configured. Super. Not configured. First, red signifies not configured. If it is error, a cross with the middle line middle light will indicates error. Okay. So, Mr. Shravan, your answer is right. It is not being configured. Okay. So, to configure it, you are supposed to connect it. So, you click this out lead. Immediately, a wire will come. You just place it there. So, your column filter is configured now. Now you can change. You see the color has been changed. So this is indicates the node is being configured. Next, we are going to set its configuration property. Right click. For every node, we are supposed to set the configuration by right clicking. There was an option like configure. Click on configure. Okay. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns in my data set, out of 7 columns, I want only 3 or 4 columns. So let me have a product. I don't want country, so select country and move to exclude place. I don't want card, you select it and move to the this place. So I don't want date as well, you select it and move to this place. So these are the columns which is going to be excluded, and these are the columns which is going to be included for my data set. Okay, so this is what is going to happen in the column filter. Column filter help us to understand or help us to filter, as the name indicates, filter, if filter the required column and the unwanted columns. Okay, imagine my data set contains 1,000 of columns. Out of 1,000 columns, I want only 5 or 6 columns. So using this column filter, you can readily toggle this. Okay, using this arrow mark, you can include and exclude your column names. Okay, then click OK. Okay, then right click, then execute. For every node, we have to drag and place it, wire it, configure it, execute it. These are the 4 operations we are going to do it for every node. I'll repeat. Nodes will be dragged and kept, and next is node will be wired across it, and then node has to be configured, and then it has to be executed. So now click execute. So if I click execute, the color will be changed to green color. So it is being executed. Then you can see the filtered table as product, quantity, amount, customer ID. So whatever data I have excluded is not listed here. Whatever data was included, it is listed here. Is anyone with us, with me right now till this? Can I get any S? Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I'll just go with the presentation. Okay. So this is, we have done with this dragging and placing the node, and this is the filter node, column filter node, and this is the one we have configured it. Okay. Column filter node is configured and it is being excluded. The unwanted nodes are being excluded and the required nodes will be included. Yes, we have done, and we got the output of the column filter. So we have done with the CSV reader to read the data set, and we have done with the column filter to filter the required column. So we have done with the 2 important nodes. Next is row filter node. To exclude unknown values. If my data set contains some error values like question mark or 0 or unwanted data, okay, I can exclude it using this row filter. So exclude unknown values with row filter. Okay, so it's very important and interesting for as a part of data pre-processing. So again, you go to node repository, search for row filter. Okay, so you drag and place the row filter. Okay, then you are going to exclude it. It's very important. We are going to see that here you have varieties of options available. In that, first we are going to see exclude row by attribute value. We are going to exclude. Even you can include some data here as well. Okay, so for our example and for an instance, we are going to consider the exclusion of your data values. Okay, unknown data set, we are going to exclude it. So you click the second option, exclude unknown values. Then you select the column name. From which column we are going to remove this data. Okay, so I'm going to select the country name, sorry, the column name called country. Okay, Then there was unknown values available there. So you can select this as well. Okay. So now execute and you can see the output of this. Okay. So let us go with the demonstration. Actually, in the column filter, we've excluded the country, right? Let us take our country as well because it contains unknown value, and I'm giving apply. Just give OK, then right click, then execute. Okay, now my data set contains country as well. Okay, my data set contains country. In the country, you see there was an option like unknown. Okay, that is an option like unknown. So we are going to exclude this unknown now. So what I need to do, I'm going and searching for a row filter, R-O-W, row filter. Okay. So you drag and place a row filter in the Knime, and since it is red, we are supposed to connect it, wire it. Okay. Then right click, configure. There was an option like exclude row by attribute value. Second option you selected. Then select the option as country. After that, you have to select which value you are going to exclude. So I'm going to exclude unknown value. Okay. Then give OK. Then right click. Then execute. So it's been changed to green color. Then right click. Then see the filtered output. See there is no unknown in the country. That particular column will be dead. Row will be deleted. So for a better understanding, I can show you before the row filter, in the column filter, you could see unknown values available. So one unknown and one more unknown here. Okay, so all these unknown values will be now removed. Okay, now you can see the output is unknown is removed. Even you can remove, if I want to exclude the country name with USA. I don't want USA to be in my record set. Okay. So you can remove this USA, then click OK, then right click, execute. Then you can see this list does not contain USA at all. Okay, that's all we have done with the row filter and the column filter. Anyone with me till now? You are done with this? Anyone had done till this column filter, row filter? If you got stuck, you just let me know. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I got responses. Thank you. You want to see the output of the row filter? I'll show you. So right click at the top, sorry, at the bottom, you could see filtered option. Okay, you have to click this in the configure window. The right click, there was a filtered thing will be there. You click it. So this will be the output of the filtered row filter. Is it okay? Yes, thank you. So we have done with pre-processing. Through row, column filter and row filter, we are done with pre-processing. Okay. So now let us go over the display chart. Okay. So we have done with row filter, column filter is over. Next week we are going to work with visualization. Through data charts, we are going to visualize the output. This is very important and interesting part of data visualization. So we are going to drag and place the chart and we are going to see the output. So we are, for my experiment, we have considered two charts like stacked area chart and the pie donut chart. Okay, so these two important charts we are going to learn. So you can, in the node repository, you search for option like chart option. Okay, in the chart, you can have a list of charts will be available. So whichever chart you can take it, you can take it. So I'm going to take first the pie chart. Okay, so configure it and In the chart alone, there was one more option available, execute and open view. So my recommendation is you kindly go with execute and open view so that output will be automatically visualized. Else we have to go and see the output. If you click execute, you have to manually go and see the output. If you select execute and open view, automatically the output will be shown to us. Okay. So this is the output of the track area chart. And this will be the output of the pie chart. Also, we have to configure like this. And this will be the output of the pie chart. So I'll show you the demonstration. I'm searching for an option like CHART, chart. So various charts are available. Let me drag and place stacked area chart and pie chart. That was the two chart I told you. So you can connect, just drag and place the wires here and drag and place the wire here. Then right click the stacked area to give the configuration. Configure it. Okay, so for which column you need the stacked area. Okay, so you can select it for quantity or amount. So let me exclude a quantity and go with the amount. Sorry, exclude a amount and go with the quantity. Then give apply. Even you can give, there are a lot of options are available. You can give the title here. Okay, so I'll give sales analysis. You can give the title, main title, and even you can give the subtitle. The subtitle, let me give amount analysis, amount chart. Giving chart as an amount chart. Okay. So these are the legends and whatever you want, you can give with it. Okay. So if you want to configure the axis like x-axis, so amount, I'm just giving sample value only. You can configure as per your need. Okay. So I give the Y value as a product. Okay. So if whatever values you want to give it, if everything is done, then click OK. Then right click, execute and open view. So to generating the chart, it takes a few seconds to push the data. So just wait it and get the data done. So it is just processing. Yes, I got a chart here. The title is sales analysis and the subtitle is amount chart. X-axis value, Y-axis value, and this is the chart. Can anyone acknowledge me that whether you also got the similar type of chart? Just give a small so S alone. Yes, RN to for my understanding. Yes, RN. Thank you. Thank you. So we have done with this chart. So you can close this. Okay. Similarly, you drag and place your pie chart. Right click, configure it. Okay. So which column we want a pie chart? This customer ID, and this also it has a options you want to configure. You can configure it. I'm not going to spend time on to it. Similar thing like your scattered area part. So I got a pie chart as well. Okay. So we have done a basic sales data analytics. We have dragged and placed a sales data set. We have included a row filter and column filter as a part of data pre-processing. And we have included the charts like the pie chart and the stacked area chart to visualize the output. Am I clear to this? Shall I move to the next? Am I clear to this, audience? So we have done with, thank you. We have done with the basic data analytics. So next, let us do something like manipulation, string manipulation, mathematical formula, creating a rule engine. Okay, so just a data visualization is not a part of data analytics, right? We are supposed to do some process over it. So that we are going to use it. We are going to do it using these three important nodes like a rule engine node, math formula node, and string manipulation node. You are not going to write any code here. We are going to set some rules and we are going to see the output here. Okay. So for the rule engine, for the data manipulations, we have three operations like mathematical operation, string operation, and a rule-based transformation. Okay. So first, let us start with a progress alone. New data set, you can select the data set here. Okay, we'll go with the rule engine first. Okay, rule engine, as the name indicates, rules. We are going to set some rules. If conditions, if you are going to see, you are going to set some conditions. Okay, so if the students are scored less than 50, we have to mark them as fail. If they scored more than 50, we have to mark them as a pass. So like that, we are supposed to set some conditions, right? That conditions can be done using this rule engine. Okay, so rule engine is used to ensure this one. Search for rule engine. Okay, then this is the node of the node engine, rule engine. Okay, so we have this rule engine part. You drag and place the rule engine. So this is the place we are going to write a conditions. Okay, so whichever attribute you wanted, you double click that attribute. Immediately the attribute value will be listed in this expression window. Okay, then whatever mathematical operation you want to perform, you double click it so that your mathematical operator also will be given here. Then your condition, your outputs should be displayed in this double quotes. That's it. Okay, so I'll just explain with the demonstration. So we'll take the same data set. Okay, I'm going to search for rule engine. Rule engine. Okay, so I got a rule engine. Just drag and place your rule engine. Actually, you can take the output from the row filter, column filter, or you can take the output directly from the CSV file as well. Okay, so let me take an output from the CSV file. So I have a rule engine here. So right click and go to configure. So this is the place where you're going to write the expression. We are going to give the condition here. So even this, you don't need to write a hard code here. You can select from the properties available. So I'm going to select the quantity. So whoever has purchased, okay. So if the quantity, whoever purchased more item, I'm going to classify them in three verticals. I'll just show that one. Okay, I'm going to have this one. So I'm going to classify the customer. Okay, and we are going to perform classification now. So the customer whoever brought items which less than 1 or equal to 1, I'm going to classify them as a need-based customer. Whoever has brought more than 10 quantity, I'm going to classify them as impulse customer. And whoever has brought items more than 10, I'm going to classify them as a royal customer. Okay, I'm going to perform a customer classification based on this rule engine. Okay, so whoever has got less than 1 or equal to 1, they will be need-based customer. So they want 1 quantity, they brought 1 quantity. So if the quantity is going to be less than 10 and greater than 1, I'm going to classify them as impulse customer, and royal customer, like that I'm going to classify here. Okay, so go to this one, then select the operator. If it is going to be equal to 1, okay, so double click. If it is equal to 1, okay, you are supposed to assign the property using this symbol. You see the symbol. Equal to greater than symbol. Equal to greater than symbol is like an assignment operator. Equal to greater than symbol. Okay, it's like an assignment operator. So if the condition satisfies, then this will be executed like this. Okay. So let us write the condition. So if the quantity is going to be equal to 1, okay, I'm going to assign equal to greater than symbol in double quotes. In double quotes, I'm going to say they are need customer or something. Whatever you want, you can give. So need based customer. I'm going to classify them as a need based customer. Okay. Same thing if the quantity, so double click, the quantity is going to be less than or equal to. Okay. So less than or equal to 10. Then they have been assigned with greater than symbol equal to with some impulse. You can write whatever you want. I'm just giving an example for the instance. So if it is going to be greater than equal to 10, then they have been classified as royal. You can write whatever condition you wanted, you can write it. Okay. Then click OK. Did I miss anything here? Okay, now done. Click, right click, then execute. Then right click, classified values. So last option is classified values. Click it. So now you can see the prediction output is available: need-based customer, impulse customer, royal customer. Can anyone acknowledge me that whether you could see this output or you have done it? If you could see it, you could see. If you've done it, you put D. I'm happy to see D. I'll be delighted to see C as well. C or D. C means you could see this thing. So I got a Y answer. Y is you have done it, Mr. Srini. So if you have done it, please type done or seen. Okay, thank you, Sikitana, for being royal. So you could see this. So this is the prediction output we have done through classification. Okay. So there was one more option available. I forgot to tell you in this rule-based engine, the configure, there was an option like append column. So you can, there was an option like append column. So you can give the name for it. So let me give the name as classification. So one column will be appended, or else if I keep replace, the existing column will be replaced. So I don't want my existing column to get replaced. So let me add one more column to be appended. So it will be added. So right click, execute, right click, classified. Now you see classification, and these are the answers we got it. Am I clear to this? Shall I move to the next next option as a mathematical? So we have done with rule engine. Then we are going with a mathematical node. Okay, we are going with a mathematical node. So search for mathematical formula. So all your addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, standard deviations, whatever your mathematical operations we have it, we can do it. Okay, minimum, maximum, logarithmic sign, all mathematical operations you can do using this math formula node. Okay, so you no need to do anything special here. It's just a formula, you drag and place it. So let me search for math formula node. There is a math formula node. Drag and place a math formula node. Then you just configure it, connect it. Okay. Right click, configure. So you can let me do some operation. Let us give some discount. Okay. So to the amount. So I'll take an expression as amount. Okay. So amount minus, let me give a discount of 10 rupees. I will give a discount of 10 rupees. Okay. So whoever is purchasing today, because of the pre-conference, we are going to give a 10 rupees discount. Okay. So now I'm going to give a append a column called discount column. Okay. So discount column is added here. Then give OK now. Right click, execute, right click, output data. Now you see there was a discount option. Discount column is added for every amount. So for my first product amount is just 3 rupees. So there was a discount of 10 rupees. So -7 only is available, negative. Here my product quantity is 2. So amount is 160. So discount is 10 rupees. I got 150. Can everyone can see this discount column? We have done it's called in a subtraction operation of -10. Can I get an yes or no? Can everyone see this output in the discount column? Yes, thank you, thank you. So I'm happy to see Mrs. Srinivasan, you have done it. Thank you so much. I'm happy to see this, you have done it. Yes, dears, that's it. We have done with math formula as well. So using math formula, you can do many operations. I can show you. I'll just show you a list of operations you can do. Standard deviation, covariance, okay, minimum, log and log, exponential, power, absolute value, square root, random number, modulations, if conditions, round off value, ceiling, floor, all the trigonometric functions, everything, whatever mathematical operations you like to do, even logical operations like and or operation, not operation, XOR operations, all these things we can do it using this math node. So we have done with math node and we will migrate to string node now, string manipulation node. So we have done with this string manipulation node. We'll take string manipulation node, as the name indicates, all string manipulations could be done using it. If you want to append a character to your name, if I want to prefix my husband name with me, Maheswari.R, then I can do with the string manipulation. Okay. I want to edit some space in the string, you can do all the string manipulations you can do. You can change the uppercase to lowercase, you can replace it. Okay. All the thing you can do it using the string manipulation. Okay, so I replaced Y with capital Y with yes. Okay, similarly, I can replace your see here the capital Y will be replaced with yes. Now I can replace N with no. Okay, like that you can do any string operations required for your application. You can search for string manipulation. So search for string manipulation. I got a string manipulation, drag and place, connect it, right click, configure. So let me go with the replace itself. Even you can identify the length of the string, okay, everything. So let us, I'll go with the replace. Even you can check for string reverse also. Okay, I'll show you the string reverse. Which string has to be reversed? Like the country name. Let be fun. Okay, let you have some fun. We'll reverse a country name and see it. Okay, and I'm going to have append name as new country. I'm going to have reverse. I'm going to have my country name is going to be reversed, and I'm going to create a new country. Then give OK. Then right click. Execute, right click, append a table. Now you see I have a new country named with the reversed names. Okay, unknown name, China name is reversed, Brazil, USA is AU, ASU. Okay, so this is the output of the string manipulation. Am I clear to string manipulation? Strengths, learners, can I get any yes or no?
Yes, madam.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your audio output. So we have done with the string manipulations, string manipulations, we have done it. Okay. So we have started with data exploratory using chart, and we migrated to data manipulation with three nodes like rule engine node, math formula node, and the string manipulation node. We have done with this. So our learning is completely, we have achieved 50% of our learning in this. Okay. So let us have a small mind links now. Okay. Can you tell me, I think I will have to get answers from any of you now. Tell me how many F you have it in this particular sentence. How many F you have it in the particular sentence? F. How many F you have it in the sentence? Good try, Srinivasan sir. 2, Kirtana said 4. Any other try? Good try. Thank you for your immediate response. Mr. Sharvan said it is 5. Great try. 6, Srinivasan sir now rephrased it and he seen it again. He found it as 6. Yes, Mrs. Surender, your answer is also right. Surender said 4, and but Srinivasan sir answer is absolutely right. It is 6. So 1 F is here. 1, 2. Most of us will forgot to count this. That's what Kirtana, your answer was 2, I guess. We forgot to count this of F. And I have 4 F is over. 5th one is scientific F. And 6th one is off study. Okay, so the answer is absolutely right with 6. Fine. Good try. Thank you for the participation. Guess the next 3 letters in the series. Guess the next 3 letters in the series. Yes, Mr. Sharvan, your answer is right. Since it's absolutely right. Now to go. We go on to the second question. Guess the next 3 letters in the series. ITS, great try, Professor Mr. Srinivasan, great try. ITS. Yes, ITS is absolute and right answer. It is there in the question itself. Yes, G, T, N, T, L. It's given here. And the next in the series is ITS. ITS is the next 3 letters. That is, answer is right. ITS. Okay. The main focus of bringing this particular question is for every problem there will be an answer. We are supposed to rock it. That's it. We have to crack it and we have to rock it. Okay. So for every problem, we could see the solution behind it. There's a final mind blinks. What is the number which has been spotted here? The parking lot. This car is hidden one number. What is the parking lot of that number? Any answers? 87. Good try, Mr. Ahmad. Good try, 87. Any other answers? Any other answer? 78. Good try again. So your focus is 68, 88, 78, and 98. Surinder, sir, and Ahmad. Ahmad, your answer is absolutely right. It is 87. So the parking lot number is 87. Actually, the image is flipped upside down. Okay. So whenever we have a problem, we are supposed to see the problem in all angles. That is what I just brought this image. Okay, so we have to flip it and we have to see the answer. It is 86, 87, 88, 90, 91. So the answer of Mr. Ahmed is absolutely right. Thank you so much for your participations. Now it's time for us to come back. Okay. So before I just proceed, you just tell me what are the 4 important process I have to do with any node. For any node, it has to take all these 4 process. Can anyone unmute and tell me what are the 4 processes we are supposed to do? But I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to see the answers as well. Anything is fine. What is the first option, operation for every node, for any node? What is the first operation? Are they getting any answers?
Filter data with column filter node.
So sweet. Before filtering with a column, we are supposed to drag and place the node. Okay, thank you so much. We have to drag and place your node. For I'm asking about any node. You're talking about the process of a particular application. I'm talking about any node. We are supposed to do 4 operations. I think someone also started a
Filter, drag, filter, execute, and visualize.
Excellent. Drag and drop. I can say drag and drop. Very simple operation, drag and drop. Then wire it. Okay, wiring. It's very important. Then configure. Then configure. Then execute. For every node, we are supposed to do this operation. Drag and drop, wire it, configure it, and then execute it. After executing it, you can see the output. If the output is in the table, you can see the output in the table. If the output is in the chart, you can see the output as a chart. Okay, I'm happy that you are with me now. Thank you so much for your answer. So now it's time for us to learn this machine learning part. So we have done something with data analytics. Now it's time for us to start with this machine learning. Okay, so I'll go with the supervised learning and unsupervised learning. I believe my learners knows the difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning. If not, you just give me one no so that I can explain what is supervised and unsupervised, then I'll take it forward. If you know, you just type Y, yes. Yes, you know supervised, the difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Yes. Thank you. I got S. So I think you all know the difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So let me not, Mrs. Surendra has specified N. So it's my duty to explain it. No issues, Surendra. Mrs. Surendra, I'll just explain you. In this data analytics, we have 2 classifications, 3 classifications actually: supervised, unsupervised, and semi-supervised. If you have a structured data, okay, if you have a structured data, and if you know the output labels, okay, if you know the output label name, okay, then that is called supervised learning. Okay, in the unsupervised learning, label data will be missing. Okay, there will be no labels will be available. So during that place, we will be going with a clustering pattern. Okay, so that is called unsupervised learning. Relies on labeled input output, good, whereas unsupervised learning process with the unlabeled or the raw data. Okay, so your audio, video, all this will be part of your unsupervised data. Okay, an example I can say, if I take a student database, in the student database, it is a supervised data. I have a register number, name, everything will be there. If I take a Twitter data, Twitter data set, if I take Facebook data set, they are all unstructured. Okay, they are all as a part of your unsupervised data. Thank you so much, Kirtana, for your answer. Your answer is absolutely right. So let first take with this decision tree as a part of supervised learning. Okay, through zero coding. I think we have done the process till zero coding. Since it is a part of this supervised and unsupervised learning has become the part of machine learning, I just brought this diagram. I have just brought this diagram. So you have to read the data and the data need to be transformed. Transform is nothing but your pre-processing. Whatever pre-processing you like to do it here, you will do it here. Row filter, column filter, okay, all this transformation will happen here. Then you are supposed to partition the data set into 2 ways. One is called training data and then test data. Okay, so through training data, you are going to train your model. Your model is being trained using appropriate algorithm. for the training data. Okay. Then the output of the trained model, you are going to apply it for a test data. Okay. Then we are going to give the prediction or the output, whether what is the accuracy of this and everything will be predicted here. Okay. So this is the complete outcome or the complete outcome of this machine learning. Okay. First, we are going to take the data set, we are going to transform the data set, and that is transforming here is nothing but data wrangling or pre-processing process. Then we are going to partition the data set into training data set and test data set. Using training data set, we will train the model, and using the test data set, we will test the model. We'll apply the model over the test data set, and then we will be identifying its output. Performance will be evaluated using score. Okay, so that is what we are going to do it. Train the model, then apply the model, then evaluating the model. Okay, so you can take any data set here again. Okay, so I have taken a data set called adult data set. Even you can get this adult data set in the Google itself, adult.csv file, you can get it. So that file, I'm going to drag it and place it here. Then I'm going to give some color manager. So I'm going to give some colorful color to my data set. Okay. So using color manager, I can give color to my data set. Okay. Then I'm going to do partitioning node. Through partitioning node, I'm going to divide my data set into two verticals like training data and test data. Okay. Through partitioning node, I'm going to divide my data set into two columns like training data and test data. Then as I'm going to do a decision tree, there are two nodes available for it. Decision tree learner node to train the model. And for apply it, there is a node called decision tree predictor. Okay. So, you see, now you could see for decision tree learner, first line of partitioning, that is your training set is given to it. Whereas for apply node, apply the model, I'm going to take the input data will be from test data and then the output of the decision tree because I'm going to apply it. Okay. Then to evaluate the output, you have a scorer node to identify the performance. A confusion matrix can be seen using the scorer node. And if you want to visualize the output, you can use the scatter plotter node appropriately. Okay. Then there is a node called statistics node, which can show you all the statistical details like mean, median, mode, histogram. All this thing can be done using a node called statistics node. So drag and place a adult CSV file, and I'm going to classify with the colors. Okay, two colors I'm going to classify. In the adult data set, we have a salary column, the salary income column. In the income column, whoever is gaining or getting the salary less than 50K, I'm going to give it in a red color, and greater than 50K, I'm going to give a green color. Like that, I'm going to give a color. Through color manager, I can give colors. I can set colors to my node. Okay, so I'm selecting two colors. Okay, then you can see these are the two colors I have set it. A green or red and the blue. I have changed it the red and the blue. And we see less than 50 means one color, greater than 50 means other color. Okay, like this, you can set the colors. Then partitioning, you can partition the data set into two columns, to training and test. So 80%, I'm classifying here with 80% of training data and remaining 20 will be of test data. You can change as per your need. You can go with 70 or 30 ratio. Okay, the most of the expertise, they will be using this 80:20 ratio. So I also go on with 80:20 ratio. That is about partitioning. Okay. Then there is a node called decision tree node. Decision tree learner. To train it, I want a decision tree learner. Actually, this is the output of the first node partitioning. That is a training node. And this is the test node. Okay. So before I go with, I'll go with this process. Okay. I'll take a new flow. I'll give the name as decision decision tree. I have to select the results, sorry. New. Okay. So I have taken this project too. Now you search for adult data set. So already I have some data set here. There was adult data set. Dragging and placing this adult data set. Okay, so the adult data set is readily available now. Once again, I'll switch on my battery and so this is the adult data set now. We have adult data set, and I said that we are going to give color to it. So search for color, COUR, color manager, drag and place color manager, connect it, right click, configure. Oh, see, I have not executed the CSV reader. I have to execute it, else the error has been thrown. Then right click, configure this color manager. Now you can select the column, okay, whichever column you want to select it. So let me select income itself. If income, in the income, these are the two promising nodes available. You can change a color. So let us replace red with different color. This color I give. Then give OK. So blue and the green are the colors we have set it. Give OK. Right click, execute. Then right click, table with colors. Now you could see there is a green and red colors. Can everyone see this green and red color which has been mapped to my conditions of table with greater than 50 and less than 50K? Yes, thank you. Thank you for your response. Fine, we have done with color manager. Can anyone tell me now what I need to do? Color manager is done. Tell me what I have to do now. Which node has to be brought here? I'm happy that if you could see that, you could tell the answer for this. I'll be really happy if you tell the answer for this. Decision tree, good try, but the correct answer is, before I give the decision tree, I need to divide it. For that, I have one node. It starts with P. P for peacock. Partitioning, yes, correct, sir. Partitioning is correct answer. P-A-R-T-I. Partitioning node is there. You drag and place a partitioning node. You connect your partitioning node here. Right click, configure. Okay, thank you so much. Your answer is right. It is partitioning node. You can configure the quantity, whether it is 80% or 70%. So I'll take 80% with this. And there are options available, whether you want from top 10 or it should be randomly. So the efficiency will be higher when you go with the random selection. So I'm also going with the random selection. Then give OK. I'm done. Right click. So you can see how to execute it. Then you could see two partitioning. First partitioning is called training data set. Now you see I have 26,048 columns, sorry, 48 rows with 15 columns is a training data. And for test data, it is partitioning too. I have 6,513 columns. This is being classified as a test data. Okay. So now my complete data set is being classified into two forms called a training data set and test data set. Here we technically call them as partitioning, first partitioning and the second partitioning. Am I clear to this? Am I clear to this? Yes, thank you, thank you. So next partitioning is over. Next, as you said, we have to go over this decision tree learner. Okay, so you drag and place a decision tree learner, train the model, decision tree learner. Okay, so you can select your which column need to be perform this decision tree. I believe you know what is decision tree. Decision tree DT is nothing but it is like true or false. If a particular case is true, it will create the node. Okay, so the left side of the node will be constructed and the right side of the node also being constructed. So it's like tree like structure. Okay, yes or no. Yes will be in one, all yes will be in one side, or no will be in the other side. That's it. Okay. So the quality measure here we are going to consider Gini indexing. Okay, these are all the part of your machine learning analysis. Okay, so after this you can execute an open view so that you can see this. This is the decision tree. Okay, decision tree output. You could see it. We'll see this in the demonstration as well. So we have a node called decision tree. In the decision tree, we have lots of options. Let us take decision tree learner first. Drag and place decision tree learner. It has to connect it with a training data set. So select the first option, right click, configure. You select which column is you need to be trained it. Okay, so we go on with income. Let us have the income itself. I'm not going to change anything here. You can keep this, then right click, execute and open view to see the output immediately. I can go with an option like execute and open. You know, you can see this. This is the decision tree is being constructed. Okay, so since it is adults data set and having a option operations, everything pertaining with the adult. Okay, so the family, husband, wife, the salary of the husband, salary of the wife, all the data relevant to the family is given here. So this is the outcome of the decision tree. Training is over. Now I have to perform apply onto it. So there is a decision tree predictor. Drag and place a decision tree predictor. This is a decision tree predictor now. Right click, configure. There is nothing to configure here. If the data size, see here the number of columns, if it is high, if it is less, it will throw error. So you ensure that you have enough. Okay, the other output should be connected, right? The output of the partitioning two has to be connected. Then execute and open view. So now for this particular training, trained data, this is the test data output. So this is the output of the test data. To see how much accuracy we have achieved with respect to training and test, there was a node called scorer node, which gives a confusion matrix. Scorer node, SCORER, scorer node. Drag and place a scorer node. Connect it. Right click. Configure. Okay, which column you wanted. Let me go with income value itself. Then go apply. Right click. Execute and open view. We'll see the matrix now. This is the confusion matrix for this. Now you could see the accuracy. We got 82% accuracy and an error is 17.469. Am I clear to this? Can I get an S or no, students, faculties, scholars? Yes, thank you, thank you. So we have done most part of the supervised learning decision tree. And one more node I said, right, statistical node. That will give the complete statistics of your data set. Okay, there was a node called statistical. Let me see. We have a statistical node, right? Yes, I have statistical node here. Yes, but they removed it now. They have removed it currently the statistical node. We have a statistics node here. Essay. I think they have removed the statistics node. So then we'll skip the statistics node. So the statistics node will give you the output like this: mean, median, maximum, standard deviation, skewness value, histogram, graph, everything. The statistical parameter of that particular column will be given here. Okay. So we have done with supervised learning. So let us start with the next learning called, and this is the way we can show the output. The output plot, let us see. So I take a scatter plot. Okay. I'm dragging and placing a scatter plot here. So I can see the output either from the predictor, or you can take the output from the output from this as well. So I'm just configuring it as scatter plot. Axis configuration, if you want to set, you can keep the configurations. I'm skipping it because I have demonstrated with this scattered area plot. Now this is a scatter plot for this particular data set. Okay, so you can, like this, you can visualize your output using the appropriate chart as well. So I'm done with this, most of the teaching of supervised learning. Okay, so now let us go with unsupervised learning. As Ketana said, an unsupervised learning, we won't be having this data set labeled data set. So in the unsupervised learning, we are going to use a clustering operation here, again through zero coding. So as we discussed in the unsupervised, there will be no labels. Okay. So it helps in detecting grouping emails, customer shopping pattern, wherever you want to cluster it. Okay. So wherever you want to make some clustering operations, you can go with this, it's called, as a part of unsupervised learning, you can go with this clustering operation. Okay. So now you see it is randomly creating clusters based on the Euclidean distance. Okay. And based on the centroid values, it creates a cluster. So now here this point gives 3 clusters with different point variables over here. So we are going to have a k-means clustering here. So it is an iterative clustering. Okay, so which gives clustering values ranging from value of n can be of any number. Okay, so based on the number of k, the corresponding clusters will be formed. For 3 clusters, we have, for k is equal to 3, we have 3 clusters. For k is equal to 4, we'll be having 4 clusters, like that. So we have clusters like this. So as I said, this will work like this. We have a cluster centers, and it will be moved across the centroids. Okay, so for every cluster, it has its own centroids. So the nearing neighborings will be grouped together. That is our beauty of the clustering here. K means clustering. So it is a centroid based clustering operations. So we will create the cluster accordingly. So we are going to take this iris data set. This is a promising data set, publicly available. Whenever you go with a clustering operation, this iris data set comes into the mind. Okay. So this iris data set contains 50 samples. 50 samples. So 50 rows will be there. Okay. For every classes we have 50 samples. So I have 3 classes here like Setosa, versicolor and virginica. So all together we are going to have 150 samples. So we are going to go clustering for this 150 samples. And they have promising attributes like sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width. Based on that, we are going to classify this, whether it belongs to Setosa family or versicolor family or virginica family. Based on the size of the length, so length and the width of the sepal and petal, we are going to classify them as a Setosa or versicolor or virginica. So that is the major objective of this iris plant classification. So you take this iris data set. So it is publicly available. You can take this data, as also it will be available once you downloaded this Knime platform. In this workspace itself, it is available. You can take this. Okay. So I have taken this iris table then. So this is the complete flow, dragged and placed the iris table, then partitioning. Partitioning will give you the 2 outcomes like training data and test data. And there is a node called k-means. K-means node is there to perform clustering. Okay. Then the output of the clustering can be visualized using different nodes called color manager node to give the color to make cluster, shape manager node to give the shape to make cluster, and the scatter plot to visualize my output. Okay. Then you have your cluster assigner to connect your test data. Then you can use one scorer node also to identify the efficiency of my cluster. Okay, K means cluster. This is the K means cluster. I got them. We have partitioning node, K means node, cluster assigner node, color manager to give the color to my node, and shape manager node to give the shape to my node. So these are the various nodes required. Partition table reader or the CSV reader. If your format is of table, then we need table reader. If the format is of CSV, then we need CSV reader. Then K means, then visualization, color manager, shape manager, and scatter plot. So these are the drag and place view. This is the output of my cluster. Sorry, the output of my table, iris table, and partitioning node. I can classify in terms of 80:7, 80:20 or 70:80. It's up to you. Then execute. This is the first partitioning. Can anyone tell me whether first partitioning is test data or training data? If it is training data, type TR. If it is test data, type T. Yes, test. It's not test data. First data set. Mr. Swan Chowdhury, first data set. First partitioning is a training data set. Yes, correct. First, this training data set. Okay, first partitioning training data set, and second partitioning is test data set. So now you could see 120 rows are available here. So out of 150, 120 is classified as a training data set, and remaining 30 is classified as a test data set. Okay, that's all. Partitioning is over. Then drag and place K-means. Sorry, it is K-means. Then the K-means you can configure which out of this which you needed. I need all the 4 for classification, clustering. So I take this all 4 parameters. Then execute and open view. So this is the 3 clusters we formed it, 0, 1, and 2. So you could see this here in the configuration. Number of clusters, it will ask you the number of cluster. You have to configure whether you want 3 or 4 like that. Okay, since I have a iris data set, I have 3 classifications. So for 3 clustering, I'm going to give number of clusters is equal to 3 here. So execute and open view here. So I have 3 clusters here, 0, 1, and 2, and 3, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so see the labeled output, you can see it in the table as well. Okay, in the table also, you can see the output. So if you want to see in the visualization, you can give the color. So through color manager, you can give the colors to this thing. So using color, I'm going to give 3 colors. So red, green, and blue. I have taken it, and I've given through shape manager. I'm given a shape as well. So triangles, circle, rectangle, cross, like that, different shapes are there. So through shape managers, I've given triangle, square, and circle. Okay, 3 circles I've taken it. So this is the output of my scatter plot. So this is the visualization of your k-means clustering. Okay. So then the demonstration, I like to give you one more algorithm like KNN. Okay. So this is a KNN. I brought a table, then partitioning with the 2 nodes, like partitioning of test node and training node will happen here. For KNN, I need a normalizer node. Okay. So this work coach is there, right? You can type KNN, K nearest, that is a k nearest neighbor node. If I drag and place this k nearest neighbor node, it gives you some recommended node. You see, it gives us some recommended node. Okay, an aggregated node, ROC curve. ROC curve also you can get it from here. Okay. So you have a normalizer node. Actually, statistics node is available here. I don't know why it's so. And see, normalizer node is available. So like this, for every node, it will give some recommendation. So you can go with this recommendation. So for this neighbor node, k nearest node, the recommended nodes are normalizer node. So I've just brought and placed a normalizer node. So right click the normalizer node and configure it. So whichever configurations you take it, I want all the 4. So I gone with all the 4. Then I brought a k-means or near k-means, sorry, KNN node here, color manager to give the color to it. Okay. So now this is the scatter plot output. So view the scatter plot. This is the scatter plot output of the k-means. Okay. So you can see the output of the k-means here. Classify data with the k-means here. So Setosa, versicolor, and Virginica. So same data set is used here, and the scorer node will give you the confusion matrix. So this is a confusion matrix of the scorer node for this KNN, and even you can give this accuracy statistics in terms of how many setosas are there, how many versicolor are there, like that you can get the statistical values as well. Okay. So this is the output of my KNN classifier. Okay. So again, this will be a part of the machine learning node. So this is the output of the KNN. Like that, you can perform any number of machine learning models. Okay. So whatever, apart from the node, whatever I just taught you, I just give a glimpse, just a triggering point here. Okay. So lots of nodes are there. You can go and see. For manipulation itself, you have this list of nodes. For database, it gives many MongoDB can be connected. Okay. So all this database connectivity can be done. For structured data, you have a list like this. JSON, hope you know, JSON is a JavaScript object notation language. Node, so it's a format, okay, so through which the data can be transmitted. Again, XML is a format where the data transmission is easier, okay. And scripting, it talks about JavaScripting, tools and services. It supports REST web services, okay. So like that, lot of options are available. Input, output. I can read the data. Even I can write it. Okay? If you like to store the output in one particular place. Okay. For example, imagine I want to store the output of this k nearest. I'm having a writer node. You can connect a writer node. CSV writer will be there. I'll take CSV writer itself. So CSV writer will be there. You drag and place a CSV writer. Okay, you can save this output in a file as well. Okay, so you can connect this. Okay, configure. You have to give the file name to where the particular file need to be saved. Okay, so you can browse and save it. Actually, I had a file at so let me take my data set as sales data, one output data. Okay. So if there is a file name exists, we'll ask you to overwrite. So you just I can say either overwrite or I can go with append. Okay. So then I give okay. Then you just execute it. Okay. So that the output of this neighborhood will be saved in that particular location. So I can show you the Knime data set. I have taken the data set name as sales output data. So now all the sepal length, sepal with the output of this KNN value will be stored in the table as well. So even you can store the data as a stable for the future access. Then from there you can take the data, you can the processed data, you can take it and you can perform this analysis as well. So I think I have done with most of my knowledge sharing. So this Knime is a very interesting tool. This Knime is a very interesting tool to work with this data analytics and machine learning operations. This Knime is now currently is giving a certification course. Okay, so it's giving a certification course. There are 3 levels are there. I have completed level 1. So, but during when I completed, I paid. We are supposed to pay $100. Okay, now they made it as a free. Okay, so you can go and take up this certification course as well. It's very easy only. Okay, so that you can put it in your resume, so that you are a Knime certified trainer like that. Okay, so that is an option available. You can go and enrich your knowledge on the Knime. So a few takeaway. I'll happy that if you unmute yourself and tell me the answer for this, or I can get an answers from the chat box. Both the thing is fine. A small takeaway from my end to your end. You just tell me the node status. LO signifies what? LO signifies configured. Great.
Configured.
Configured. Super. Configured. Then can you tell me the other flavors which has been attached with the status, node status? I'm happy that if you say the remaining colors as well. What does it red signifies? What does a green signifies? What is red, Kirtana?
Not configured, ma'am.
Very good. Not configured. Red signifies not configured. In the red, we have 2 variations. The first red signifies not configured. The second red with the cross signifies it is error. Okay, so that is all about this configuration and this one. Then green is execute. Good. Green is executed. So executed is nothing but the green color. And we are ready to open it. Okay, so that is all about the node status. Then for every node, what are the 4 essential operations we are supposed to do it? For every node.
Drag and drop.
Very good. Drag and drop.
Wiring.
Wiring. Great. Then
Configure and execute.
Configure and execute. Excellent. So drag and drop, wiring, configure and execute. It's very, very simple to process complete your operation for any application. Okay. I'm absolutely happy that most of you could learn something out of it. Can you tell me the node which helps for this pre-processing? Data pre-processing or cleaning is done via these nodes. What are these nodes? We learned 2 important nodes which helps for data cleaning. Row filter, absolutely right. Row filter, and one more filter is column filter. Thank you so much, Mr. Surendra. Your answer is absolutely right. It is Row filter, column filter will be the part of this data pre-processing or the cleaning, or we can say as data wrangling. Okay, all these things could be done using this row filter and the column filter. If you want to divide my data set into a training data set and test data set, what node I have to use it? Partitioning node, excellent. The answer is absolutely right. The thing is, partitioning node will help us to see the divide the set into training data set and the test data set. If you want to see the confusion matrix, the output of the confusion matrix, the analysis, the performance analysis of my machine learning algorithm, what node I have to use it? Confusion matrix. Scorer node, absolutely right. So scorer node will help us in identifying this confusion matrix, which gives a, if I want to, excuse me. So if I want to see the data visualization, how do I ensure data visualization could happen using this Knime platform? Data visualization is done via exploratory data analysis, could be done via, yes, charts, great. It can be a pie chart or a scattered plot or your bar chart, any charts you can go with it. Fine. I'm really happy and really happy that everyone learned a new thing about it. Can I get the last answer from your end? Whether you learned something from today or you have heard about this Knime or you had your own experience earlier. I'm happy that to get the answer for this, whether you learned Knime in today's session or you have a prior knowledge on the Knime. If it is today's session learning, then I'm really happy. I got an excellent answers and feedback from your responses. Learned new. Thank you so much. So I am really satisfied that I have transferred my knowledge on the Knime platform. Okay, now you nourish yourself. Thank you, Mr. Surinder. Thank you for your wonderful feedback. It's a great session. Thank you so much. So I had a great participation also from your end. Only through your interactions, I could make this session a fruitful one. So my heartfelt thanks to the complete management, and ma'am was told about the directors who was behind the screen. Okay, thank you for all the directors, and a special thanks to our my lovely and my guide, Mr. M.K. Jayanti Kannan ma'am. Okay, so I have a lot of gratitude to her. Because of her only I got a transfer from Chennai Vellore campus to Chennai campus, and because of her only I could complete my PhD in a very less number of periods. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I have my sincere gratitude for you forever. And faculty members, then the staff members, the technical team who helped for this, and all the organizing team members of this pre-conference and conference event. And to all my dear learners, thank you so much. Because of you, I made this session, 2 hours of session could be smoother till it reaches the end. Thank you. Ma'am, I'm done, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
I would request Jayanti ma'am to give the vote of thanks.
Yes, yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation and giving your valuable experience with us and teaching us a new tool. And it's really an interactive session, and all our students might have benefited from your teaching. And I can able to see you after a long time, after 12 years of gap, I got in touch with you. And when I asked you, you immediately accepted my invitation and came out to present your ideas. She is my good friend as well as a colleague while I'm working in VIT Chennai campus as well as in Vellore campus. Thank you, ma'am. We take this great opportunity to thank all our technical team, teaching, non-teaching faculties, and we like to thank first our founder chairman, Dr. Chandrarajan sir, JAIN Group of Institutions, and our sincere thanks to our vice president, Dr. Ravindra Bhandari sir, and we are highly thankful to our Honorable Pro Chancellor, Dr. Sundarajan sir, and we like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Raj Singh sir, and Pro Vice Chancellor, Ishwaran Iyer sir. And because of the encouragement and our support given by our director and our registrar sir, Dr. NVH Krishnan sir, we are thankful for the support as well as encouragement for conducting the webinar as well as the conference. And we are thankful to our director and our our guide behind us in conducting this webinar, Dr. S.A. Ariprasad sir, for your continuous encouragement and guidance. We like to thank all our PG coordinators, PG committees, students committees, students coordinators committee, web design committee, and volunteers committee who made this event and great successful one by reaching out the universities and colleges throughout India. And we are thankful to our convener as well as the convener of our parallel conferences, Dr. Dushin sir, for his support and guidance. And we like to thank our PG coordinator as well as research dean, Dr. Chandrasekhar Sastry sir, for your continuous support and guidance. We like to thank our deputy HODs, Devaraj Verma sir and KK Singh sir, for their contribution as well as continuous support. We are thankful to our faculty coordinators of our CSC conference, Dr. Shivashankar sir, Swayab Agamat, for their support and making the event a great success. We like to thank our web design team, creative team from CSC department, 6th semester, Ms. Ridhima and Niranjan, who designed the logo as well as the trailer videos, teaser videos, and poster designs and poster videos, who designed the entire content for uploading the data in the social media, YouTube, as well as they designed the logo as well as trailers. We are thankful to the design team, Ms. Ridhima and Niranjan, for the continuous support in designing so many videos. We like to thank our PhD scholars, MTech students, BTech students who actively participated in the webinar as well as pre-conference workshops. We are thankful to all the registered participants and internal as well as external participants who are ready to present their posters and papers. And we like to thank the conference was completely organized with the PG team, headed by Kirtana Shivashankar sir and Naveen Kumar and Nisha from Food Technology. So they are coordinating and they are actively interacting with all the faculty coordinators and students coordinators in collecting the data and making the process a smooth one. We are thankful to the PG students. And we like to thank our technical team, Dr. Gadak Sudhamsu sir, who is behind us in arranging all the Zoom links and providing the continuous technical support. We are thankful to all faculties, teaching staff and non-teaching staff who have supported us in conducting the pre-conference workshops as well as their support in the upcoming conference. And I like to thank once again Dr. Maheswari.R, who accepted to give a plenary session and giving an interactive session to all our students and made us to learn a new tool using artificial intelligence and machine learning. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I would request everyone to turn on your video for a second and pose for a photo.
Ma'am, shall we?
request everyone to start the video. Thank you. Ma'am, can we end the meeting, ma'am?
Yes, Kirtana.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you all.